And welcome to my YouTube channel. Please hit that subscribe button if you've not, and also turn on the notification bell. So today I'm transforming my mom from that to this now. Look at that smile. That's how you know she was extra happy. So let me show you how I did that. So this is the before. So as you can see, her hair is very thick, so I wanted to do something with it. So what I thought of doing is first blow drying the hair, and her hair is the 4C type and very thick. It's extra thick. It's very thick, and it grows very fast. Her hair grows really fast. Even if she cut it today, like in 3 months time, it will be back to where it was before. So this is me. I'm using this hot comb and then use eco styling gel on her hair to lay it. So there is a video that I had done previously, the one that I used eco styling gel on her hair, and it bounced. It didn't work, so I was advised to first blow dry her hair well, and then I can see if it will work. So I'm then going to clean up her face and then clean up her eyebrows, trim them. So what I normally do is I brush them up and then create a line. So right now I'm just creating a line, and then brush them up again, and anything that goes past that line I clean it up. And then on the bottom part I always start from the arc going to the front part. So after that I'm going to be using this Maybelline primer. I don't know why it looked washed off. So I'm then going to be using this Zaron foundation in the shade FZ45. So this foundation is a bit lighter than her skin tone, but I love the coverage of Zaron foundation. I didn't have it in a darker shade, so I opted to use it and not pre-mix with another foundation before I'm done. So I opted to use it first, and then I can make it work and make it a bit darker and come to her skin tone. So I'll actually show you how I did that. So I'm just blending in that foundation using this brush. Blend. So when I mix, at times you find it has become darker or it has become lighter. So I don't love pre-mixing. At times I do that. Actually, most of the time I pre-mix most of the time, but today I opted not to pre-mix. And after that I used a darker shade by Elegant in the shade Chestnut. I'm sorry I lost most of the footage because my storage was already full. So after that I applied this concealer. This is in the shade Fawn. And don't use too much. And then on her forehead, I'm not going to over highlight because she already has a big forehead, and with this hairstyle it also shows her forehead more. So I don't want her to look like she has a very big forehead, so I didn't go way too high with the highlight. And then blend. But before you actually go ahead and blend, give it some time to better the coverage. So when you leave it for some time, it gives you better coverage, but at the same time don't leave it for too long because it will dry up and it will give you hard time with blending. So give it some time, but not too much time before you go ahead and blend. So blend. And when you're blending, ensure you have not taken the product way too far from where you applied it, because if you do, this is a lighter concealer. This is a concealer that is light, so if you take it too far, it will look like she's lighter than her skin tone because you've taken it way too far. So always ensure that you've not taken the product way too far from where you were applying it. So blend, 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 blend. I'm using this brush and I love using it because it gives me better control on where I am blending so that I don't end up over blending. So if you always have challenges with over blending, try using a brush compared to using a beauty blender, because a beauty blender has a bigger surface, so it's very easy for you to over blend to areas where you didn't want them to be blended because it has a wide surface, so it's not that easy to control on where you want the product blended. But a brush is very easy to control. But I love a finish of a beauty sponge, so I'm going to go on top with a beauty sponge and blend. I love the finish that a beauty sponge gives. It removes the excess and gives you a beautiful finish compared to a brush. So that's why I'm actually using this beauty sponge. Blend, 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 blend. And actually around that nose region, you don't want to end up looking like you have a lot of product around that area. So if you feel like you have applied too much product around that area, you can go ahead and remove that excess. And to set all the highlighted areas, I'm going to be using this Fit Me by Maybelline finishing powder in the shade Warm Coconut. And using my brush, I'm going to apply as I blend. I'm not going to apply too much product, just enough to set. On the eyebrows, I'm going to start off by using this Air Woman black pencil in the shade number 1. And line the eyebrows. So I first line the bottom part and then the top part according to the shape of her eyebrows. And with the help of how I first started off by trimming, it becomes very, very easy. Then using a spoolie, I'm going to blend. Clean up the bottom part. I'm going to be using this Illegal Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Cool Tan. And to clean up the bottom part and also the top part, I'm going to be using a flat brush because that's the easiest to use when you're cleaning up. And I'm applying as I blend. And then using a fluffy brush, blend even more. And jumping onto the eyeshadow, I'm going to start off by this shade. This is from Morphe 35V eyeshadow palette. And I apply as I blend. It's a nude shade. So I'm applying as I blend. Then next I'm going to be applying this maroon shade, still from the Morphe 35V eyeshadow palette. And I'm using a fluffy brush to apply these. And with my technique, I told you, I start from the top going to the bottom. So as you can see, I'm just going lower from where I had applied that first transitioning shade. And I'm not dragging my brush, so I'm just packing as I blend, pack and blend, pack and blend. Then make my outer corner a bit darker. So I'm using a darker shade of maroon. And then I'm going to draw a cut crease, not that type of clean cut crease. And then I'm going to apply this shade on the areas where I do that cut crease. Then I'm going to be using the brush that I had used with the darkest maroon shade and just blending those shades together. Blend those edges so that I don't end up having harsh lines. And then I'm going to be using e.l.f. eyeliner. And then I'm going to set it to the black eyeshadow shade. Then use a blue liner. And I just love how the finish is looking with the blue shade of eyeliner. You can see there is a huge difference between the side that has the blue eyeliner and the other side that doesn't. Then I'm going to to remove all the fallouts, and I'm using the powder. So this is a finishing powder. If you have a translucent powder, the better, but I don't have it, so I'm going to be using this finishing powder and apply a lot of it on the brush and then clean up the fallouts. So then to contour, I'm using Fit Me by Maybelline finishing powder to contour. And then I want to bring that contour up, like take it up, so that I don't make her cheeks to sag. Remember, she's a bit aged, so if I bring the contour way too down, way too low, it will make her cheeks look sagged. So I'm taking it up like this. And then I'm going to mix that with a dark brown shade, eyeshadow shade, to enhance that contour. And then on her nose, I'm going to contour using that dark brown eyeshadow shade by Morphe 35M. Then blend it. Blend, blend, blend. So that I don't end up having any harsh lines. So I blend, blend, blend. Take my time with blending. And on the lips, I'm going to start off by lining using this Air Woman black eye pencil. This is in the shade number 1. She has really tiny lips. And then I'm going to use this Believer. This is by Maybelline. And I'm going to be using a brush to apply. And you all know that I love creating ombres, so I'm going to create an ombre, and I'm using this sleek pink lipstick. And for a better blending, I always go back with the first shade that I had applied. So in this case, I'm using the brush that I was using and blend to ensure that I don't end up having any harsh lines. So whenever I'm doing clients' makeup, I prefer blending it myself instead of asking them to smudge in their lips. And then after that, I'm going to use this mascara. This is by Maybelline. I'm then going to apply falsies, and with falsies, I prefer applying them with a tweezer compared to using my fingers. And then I'm going to put on this extension. This is the hair extension, and it's currently available going at 650 Kenya shillings only. Place your order. I'll leave my WhatsApp number so that you can WhatsApp me to order it. And I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Long Lasting Fix, and I'm going to spray it on her face. And then after that, I will go in with a beauty sponge or a beauty blender to blend that in and make it stay in place the whole day. And I also love, if I'm not going to spray the normal way, I also spray it on my beauty sponge just a little and then go dabbing it in. And then after that, I'm going to apply this e.l.f. highlighter to highlight. So with the highlighter, you don't need too much because she has wrinkles. So a bit of wrinkles, not too much. So if I apply too much highlight, it will make the wrinkles way too visible, and you don't want that. Yes, you don't want that. So I'm just going to apply a little, not too much. Just a little bit is enough. And also on the bridge of her nose, just a little, not too much. And this is the reveal time. This is her looking at herself, and oh my gosh, she couldn't believe she's looking so beautiful. And yeah, this is her look. This is how she's looking. A friend of hers came to visit, and I forgot to do a proper outro. I forgot to do a proper video. So yeah, that's just it. Thank you for watching. Bye.